Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to share with you 5 yoga poses that you can use today to help combat chronic lower back pain. You don't need any props. When we talk about pain in the body, it's important to think about the body in a global sense, meaning that everything in our body, our muscles, our ligaments, joints, bones, tendons, they're all connected. So let's start by tackling those tight hamstrings. We'll begin with a very traditional forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So start by sitting up nice and tall and then extend both legs out in front of you. And I want you to be really mindful right now of what you're feeling down the backs of your legs. Full contact with the floor. And let's get really grounded. So press your hands into the mat. Lift yourself off the ground and then settle yourself back down. Getting this sense of spreading the glutes apart to really engage the sit bones into the floor. Keep your toes turned towards the sky, so a little activation down the backs of your legs. And if you're really flexible, you might be able to engage your quads and actually lift your heels off the mat. Not super important, but the idea is to be active in this pose. So let's take a nice inhale and bring both arms overhead. Nice yogi breath. Take a deep breath in, and as you let it go, come forward out over your toes, just halfway there. And then we'll come all the way back up. Nice tall seat. Big inhale to lift through the spine, and on the exhale, we'll come all the way down, fingers towards toes. Now you're going to notice some feedback in your body, and I want you to tune in. Where are you most tight? Down the backs of your legs, your low back, along the spine. I want you to breathe here. Take a breath in and imagine your spine getting longer. And then on the exhale, imagine yourself sinking a little deeper into your fold. Now to really get the most benefit from our practice, we need to be willing to sit with the uncomfortable sensations in and throughout our body. And the reason for this is because change happens at the edge of our comfort zone. So if we're doing what we've always been doing, we won't get a different result. So let's sit here together and just breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Sending your body calming thoughts, whatever it takes to relax a little deeper. Soften here. Let's take 3 more deep breaths, melting into the mat. Last breath in, let it go. Use your hands to press back up to your tall seat. You might feel some changes, some heat down the backs of the legs. You might even feel a little lightheaded. And I want you to know that this practice is effective once, but it's more effective the more consistently we are practicing. So try doing this 3 times a day. You'll start to notice your hamstrings getting longer. You'll feel more flexible and fluid. Let's move on to our backs for this next exercise. We'll be stretching out the psoas in a supine figure 4. So come onto your back, bend both knees, and plant your feet down. We'll start with the right leg, crossing it over the left, ankle over knee. Grab around the back of your leg, and if that's uncomfortable, you can reach to the top of your kneecap. Stretching the psoas, which connects into our vertebra along the lower part of our spine. The goal here is to truly relax and release tension deep within our muscle fibers. Take those nice soothing breaths and go to your happy place. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. in through the nose and out through the nose. Let your foot come to the mat. We'll take this a step further, and I'm just going to warn you now, we're going into a twist. So if this is not going to work for you, just watch and you'll get here eventually. We'll take both of our legs over to the left side. So right leg is crossed, we're heading in the direction of our foot. Letting both leg and foot find the floor in a gentle twist. Keep your shoulders open, back flat to the mat. And this knee has a tendency to come towards the body, so I encourage you to open it away from you. You should still be getting that nice outer thigh stretch. And again, try to relax here. As uncomfortable as it may be, use your breath to smooth out the tension in your muscles. Great job. Starting to slowly unwind. We'll come back onto our back, knees bent, feet planted. And we'll take left leg, crossing ankle over knee. Grab around the back of your right knee and hang out here. Allowing your shoulders to soften. Let the back of your head find the mat. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just breathe through this moment. This opportunity to invite change into our body and into our routine. Take another deep breath in. Let it out. Plant your foot back down on the floor and take this left leg over to the right. Gentle twist. Encourage that knee to stay propped open. And then allow your neck and shoulders to relax, softening your body, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Nicely done. Let's unwind. We'll spend a little more time on our back here with some pelvic tilts. So with your feet planted and knees bent, I want you to bring some awareness into your low back, right along the spine. Now if I was there with you in the room, I could probably slide my hand underneath your low back. Try it now. See if you can fit your hand under that gentle curve in the lower spine. There's a little bit of room. So let's work to connect our mind and our muscles by engaging down through the feet, pressing into the floor, and working to flatten the low back against the mat. So the idea here is that we're training our core muscles and waking up that movement of pelvic rotation. So go ahead and relax. Come back to that neutral spine. Take a nice breath in and press down to flatten your low back. Exhale and relax. Breath in, bearing down to press your low back flat. Relax. And on this next breath in, press and hold. There's just a little micro movement of the hips, but all the muscles along the spine that work to keep your body erect, moving freely, those have to be strengthened. They have to be trained. And often when we have an injury or pain and discomfort in the body, our mind tends to protect us. We favor one side, we compensate or avoid that painful movement in the future. Now that we've brought some mobility to the lower part of the spine, let's work to strengthen those muscles and the posterior chain. Hamstrings, glutes, low back. From that neutral position with your body relaxed, we'll press into the feet and then lift our hips high into a bridge. See if you can lift your toes and really work through the heels, the back of the legs, and glutes. Relax your low belly and take a deep breath in here. We'll let it out slowly as you come down along each vertebra of the spine. Beautiful. Press up and hold. We'll go 2 breaths here. Soft belly, in through the nose, out through the nose. And on your exhale, come down, nice and slow. Let's go 2 more times. Lifting up. Nice pause here. And then come down. Last one. Press and hold. And then gently release. Well done. We'll finish up on all fours. Coming into a kneeling tabletop. We'll work through the spine, encouraging mobility and breath. Take a nice inhale and we'll press up into cat back, rounding through the spine and tucking your tailbone down towards your heels. Let your neck and head relax. And we'll hang out here for a good 3 breaths. On your next breath in, start to drop your belly. Turn your hips up towards the sky. We'll lift the head and chest. Cow pose here. 3 breaths. See if you can press the floor away. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a nice breath in. And on the exhale, roll the hips. Press up through the low back, mid back, upper back. Let your head dangle. Nice big inhale to drop the belly, pulling head away from your hips, sending your chest through, heart shines forward. Let's go breath by breath. Inhale into cat. Exhale down into cow. See if you can distinguish your hips from your spine, from your middle back, moving independently and yet interconnected. Take your time to really feel the spine. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. For best results, I really recommend adding this into your current routine. If you don't already have a routine, please try this 3 to 4 times a week. Back pain is no joke, and my hope for you is that this helps you heal at home. From my heart to yours, namaste.